tayo ha. So, naturally ma-protect. Oo, yan din gagawin.
Arf! Magkano na po dito? Same sa Philippine Eagle. Cho, dali! Walang pao. Yaw-yawan. Ikaw sa mga real addiction, oy. Basta gutom na. El Manuel po.
Basta buhay.
The very first thing you'll do is enjoy guyabano drink. Okay, as your welcome coolers. Let's go. And then, bukod sa guyabano drink, we already have samplers of our cacao nib granolas. There are 4 flavors in front of you. And what I'd love for you to take a look at is kung ano yung flavor na tinitikman nyo. So, we actually include our roasted cacao in 4 different variants. So there's tasty yellow mango, and then there's chili and yellow mango, which is called spice, and then there's green mango, which is called tangy granola, and then of course zingy for our ginger granolas. So granolas, please help yourself na. Granolas is actually a mix of roasted rolled oats, roasted rice, roasted cacao beans, and the fruit. Okay, so pwede na kayong tumikim, and then encourages growing of a biodiverse set of fruits and vegetables. So in Gran Verde, you will see some very defined areas like Kalasangan. In our Kalasangan, which is at the far end ng farm, we mostly plant hardwood and timber to make sure that we have sources of kahoy for any structure. And then we have kawayanan. Yung kawayanan, katulad nito, itong shed na to, we use a lot of bamboo. Unfortunately, for many farms, they do not have the technology for treating bamboo. So, syempre, we make do with whatever we have. We use our bamboo for poles, for garden, poste para katayan ng mga gulay. And then we use it for some very simple structures. For the most part, ang Gran Verde talaga has a manggahan, which I've totally neglected already. And why is that? So you will see the mangoes, they're not in the best of health. And the reason for that is deliberate. We do not take care of our mangoes anymore because Kalinan is not suitable for mangoes. Kalinan has a type 4 climate. Even rainfall, even sun, even init, even wet seasons. Hindi yan bagay sa mangga. Ang gusto ng mangga is type 2, very dry. So, instead of cutting down all the mango trees, I'm using the mango trees as poste for vanilla and pepper to climb on. So, rather than patayin ko siya, well, mahanapan ko siya ng ibang purpose. So, that's what regenerative means. Regenerative is to find ways to use and make available yung mga existing resources natin. And then, of course, we have under our cacao tree. So, I want you to look behind you, away from the canopy. Pao, ikaw ang nandyan pinakamalapit. Anong ibang puno ang na-recognize mo?
Coconut.
Coconuts, very obvious. Ano pa? There's mango. Cacao, of course. Kay Mito, wala Dolph. Guyabano. And then sa likod, that side, merong lumboy. So, sa ilalim naman ng cacao, anong nakikita nyo? Ornamental plants, yes. And then creeping bamboo. And then, of course, a lot of the things that's mulched, no? Mulch, yung layer of mulch. So, very deliberate. Yung fact na dapat mag-layer ka. In regenerative farming, you have a canopy of taller trees and then you have an understory of other productive trees. And then sa ilalim pag yun ng understory na yun, other useful crops. So we'll start by, yeah. So over
Is it different from intercropping?
Oo, may intercropping tayo. So nakita mo Pio na yung ating cacao intercrop with coconut, and then a little of mango, and then merong smattering of iba-iba pang puno. But the whole idea is that, why do we say that most of this species and plant beings are grown with love? If you protect biodiversity and you make sure that you have a layer of different varieties, they actually help each other survive. And in that sense, it's not only man that's growing the plants with love, but the different types of plants are actually taking care of each other. So ultimo, yung damo, hindi pwedeng bunutin. Because the damo has a purpose. Even the damo will bear flowers, and from the flowers of the sagbot, doon mag-harvest ang stingless bees namin ng nectar. See? So wala talagang, hindi pwedeng gumamit dito ng pesticide, hindi pwedeng gumamit ng harsh chemicals. But we do sleeving para lang maprotektahan yung mga cacao namin. As you walk, you will see many of the cacao fruits may jacket. So rooted in the land and grown with love really means allowing this diversity of different plant beings to help each other and not just to depend on man for care. No? Yun. So it's really allowing them to flourish by making sure that everything is protected. Okay?
Do you happen to apply pesticides?
No,
Okay.
absolutely no. No pesticide is allowed, no harsh chemicals is allowed, no herbicide is allowed.
We'll talk about that in one of our next stops. But
Yes.
just to add to what Mom was saying, no, yung kadalasan kasi na culture na magbubunot ng mga weeds,
Damo.
ng mga damo, ganun. Kasi yung iniisip talaga ng farmer is maximizing profits. So,
And magkukumpete daw.
oo, parang iniisip nila, itatanggalan natin to kasi kundi aagawan ng nutrients yung mga main crops. So, I mean, while yes, understandable na maximizing profits, pero ang hindi kasi naiisip ng most other farmers is, or yung mga farmers that rely on those kinds of practices, is they're really taking away from the land rather than, alam mo yun, just like what Mom said, a lot of these plants really communicate with each other, provide support with one another, just like humans do. And if we disconnect ourselves from other people, then we're not really able to navigate or to grow well. So that's the importance of having a diverse
Like our communities,
yes.
very diverse, with different IPs, and we all know that when we interact very well with each other, then we get to help each other. But before we leave, eto na lang, before we start walking, you see this plant in front of you? This is fennel, and you can actually add this to your egg salads, or you can use it as a natural insect repellent by rubbing it on your arms. So you can do that and smell it. Ang bango-bango niya talaga. So you can do that now if you are sensitive. But most of you are, you're properly attired. No?
Smells like off.
Oo.
Off lotion.
Talaga? Amoy off lotion. And then here's another thing, Tio, na gusto kong tikman mo. Just
Tikman talaga?
bite lang tikman talaga. Bite on the,
Edible to, ha?
edible yan. You will not die.
Wait
You
lang!
will not die.
How do I do this?
So the others, I want you to snap on, and then tikman. Tikman. It's really, describe the taste. Describe the taste.
It tastes like malunggay.
No, meron pa iba eh. Iba pang Go.
Tastes like dahon.
Kill. Go. Just one word to describe the taste. Guava daw. Fruity, a little bit guava. Somebody noted a certain level of parang lasang mani.
I don't know how.
Nutty.
Pwede.
Lasang mani ng konti.
Actually, yeah.
See? Nutty. So this is called Chinese malunggay. And Chinese malunggay, pwede nyong i-add. Go ahead, Pao. Tikman yan. Ito. Iba na bunot mo. Oh my God. Hindi ka kikisay. Hindi ka kikisay dyan. So,
pala to raw.
Eat it, diretso. Yes. Pero pick on the soft parts, ha. Meron pang ibang mga soft parts dito. Ito, kita mo to. Very soft parts.
try.
Here. Nutty. So, this Chinese malunggay can be used as a replacement because ang totoong malunggay ito, yung ating nakagawian na malunggay is moringa. moringa. This is Chinese malunggay. And so you can saute your gulay with it, you can cook your munggo with it, or you can simply snap off yung young shoots and add it to your salads.
This one is edible too, right?
Yes, it is edible. Because, kaya lang, on its own, hindi siya masyado masarap, Tio.
Yeah.
Mas masarap siya pag i-chop mo siya, lagay mo sa salad, potato salad, anything with some mayonnaise in it, it really brings out a different kind of freshness into your salad. Yaon. Okay, so now, let's start walking. Kanang mga young shoots, napatiri, young shoots, very young shoots. Kanang sa taas.
Gaano the...
Hindi siya walang purpose, ha? We plant many things because we're using it for a purpose. Okay, let's go! Oh, let's walk further that way, or some of you can come through here, inside. Stay inside para the others in the back can have room. Ana. Yes, and here. Oo. Lagnog lang na siya, Ann. Lagnog is a herbal plant. And then kanang come through here pa para may room. Okay? So si Ann was saying nakilala niya to. This is a wild plant. And if you've ever tried your lolo or your tatay, ihampol, correct. Ilagay lang niya sa apoy, ihampol diri, mawala ang migraine.
Modern dampol is 1,000 naman. 1,000
Alam mo, there are so many
Modern dampol.
pasok dito. So there are many uses of these plants. Oo, kasi meron silang medicinal use. So you notice on this poster, come through here. Anong name nga yan, ma? Lagnog. Lagnog. Who among you has had your lolo and papa use lagnog on you? Okay?
Sakit
So
sa tiyan,
it's
sakit sa
important
ulo.
for you not to just cut down anything that you do not recognize. Sometimes kasi we will tend to clear our areas and make it clean, quote unquote. But actually, when you clean your areas and then you cut down things that you do not know, you do not realize that your pharmacy is just right next door. Naalang diha sa imong tukaran. But we need, so now, I think now is the time for us to really get to know all these beautiful plants, because every plant has a purpose. You may not need to go to the pharmacy if you're taking care of your health by eating something fresh, right, off your backyard, and making sure that you understand what the medicinal benefits are of the things that grow. Because nature is so intelligent, it does not allow things to grow that you don't need. Grabe ang init intelligent ni Mother Nature. Just like this, Now, tell me what you see in this branch.
Mushroom.
There's a mushroom, ano pa?
Dirt.
Dirt talaga. Dirt talaga. Well, we may look at it as dirt, but that's another kind of mushroom. And then these white spots are actually mycorrhiza or mycelium. So for those of you na nanonood ng The Last of Us,
Ay, video game lang naalaman ko.
hindi, pero anong bida sa The Last of Us on Netflix? No, it's not. Fungi! Di ba? Fungi! And
When there's fungi, there's life.
yes. Cordyceps is the kind of fungi. But let me tell you the fungi is one of the oldest specimens ever alive. We will never survive without the fungi. In fact, there's a thing called bioremediation.
Bioremediation.
sorry. Bioremediation. In a nuclear plant, like for example, yung Chernobyl. Diba? Ang ginagamit nila to rehabilitate because man cannot go to that nuclear plant is the fungi. They will actually take over the nuclear plants and detoxify it. Ganon ka-powerful ang fungi. And did you know, now while you use a lot of www, and you can't survive without it because you can't post and you can't have as many followers without the World Wide Web. Merong counterpart ang plant kingdom ng bandwidth. And that's www, which is the Wood Wide Web. And it's happening underneath that layer of soil. And itong mycorrhiza na to, itong parang root hairs, white, pag marami siya under that layer of soil, it allows the plants to communicate with each other. That's why we say that a tree is never alone. The tree works with many other beings.
I feel like I'm a tree.
You do?
I feel like caption ng lahat yan sa Facebook mamaya.
Nangangagat ka na ba?
Sobra.
Yun, kaya you feel like a tree.
But there's
A tree is
fungi,
not alone.
walking
There's a
fungi.
walking fungi that does not need to be bioremediated.
Remediated na yan, ma'am.
Remediated na siya. Okay.
Bayot
So
din.
Josh is doing some pruning here. And what Josh is doing is taking out water suckers. So you see, there is such a thing as tree architecture.
Ano daw? You're removing the...
Water suckers. Take note.
Sakras ko siya.
Water sucker ang tinatanggal ni Josh. Yan, the water suckers are not needed kasi magkukompete siya. At saka we will want to clear the base of the tree para ang mga dahon. Yan yun. Usually ito, Paolo, ayan o.
Paolo, biology.
Anything that you don't want to become a major branch, kunwari ito, ipo-form ko into a letter Y. Ang letter Y ko, okay, let me try to figure it out. Okay, here's my letter Y.
Is it similar to pruning?
It is pruning.
Ay, pruning.
It
Technically
is pruning. Here's my letter Y.
Keeping the trees.
Okay? So you have a leg and 2 arms. Oo. Hindi namin siya binobonsai, pero this is what is called tree shaping.
Uy. Bonsai.
Yes, the reason for why we thin out the canopy and we make sure now we form a letter Y in all directions is because kailangan makapasok ang init about 30 to 50%. Pag hindi nakapasok ang init, itong bulaklak na to, hindi mako-convert into a fruit. Behind you, I think Madge, where's Madge? Look, behind you, Madge. Look, Hana,
Yeah,
ang
top.
daming maliliit na bunga. So this flower becomes a little fruit just like the ones you see on that tree. See? Oo. So, kailangan mo yung sun. Because without the sun, hindi magsiset yung flower. Yeah. It never converts into a fruit. Magdadrop yan, i-abort. Pag hindi siya nakakuha ng tamang amount of sun, at saka tamang amount of nutrients, i-abort niya. Yung flower, mahuhulog lang.
But rainy season.
Okay, ang rain, kasi this farm is not irrigated. So we pray for the rain, even rainfall to come. Because kailangan mo talaga, with cacao, type 4 climate, even rainfall, even sun, even dry season. So when they are able to, the thing is, even if we don't pray for a lot of rain, kapag hindi namin nililinis yung understory or the itong ground, it's able to retain so much moisture kasi hindi mo bubunutin yung mga damo. Yung roots ng damo keep the moisture in. Oo, kaya never ka dapat. Wala dapat walis. Hindi nagwawalis. Kahit sa mga bakuran nyo, huwag kayong magwalis. Sa loob lang ng bahay. Pero wag sa labas ng bakuran. Kasi once winalis nyo yung bakuran nyo, tinanggal nyo yung topsoil. Kaya nakikita nyo, very barren yung mga yards na wala ng damo, wala pang nabubulok na mga dahon. There's no life. Just like us, if we're left out in the sun with no shelter, mauga jud ka. Mamatay jud ka. Right?
Nakamatay ang uga.
Don't be uga.
Yeah, we really need shelter. So yung ground, you have to provide shelter also for the lupa. Because once the lupa is exposed to sun and rain, absolutely no grass, patay na yan. Yun. Okay? So, very, very quick, soil biology. Okay, so let's walk to the next stop now.